Hello inflatable fans, I hope you're all well.
Now if you're a regular on this channel, you might remember a year ago or so, Airbank sent me out the Pulso Pro to try out. And it's up there as one of my favourite pumps, especially for portability, because it's really small and lightweight. It weighs less than a kilo and it's got a surprising amount of oomph for that. And this year they have sent me out a slightly cheaper version of that pump. This is the Airbank electric SUP air pump, also good for kayaks of course. Weighs just over a kilo, this one. You might not be able to see it in this light. Maybe if we can make that a bit better. There we go. So weighs just over a kilo, 1.1 kilos. It's got a rechargeable battery built in, charging port type C, maximum inflating pressure 20 psi. I have had this out and had it charged, but let's have a look, see what you get in the box. So, obligatory set of instructions, etc., including a quick start guide. Bag with all the gubbins in, we'll have a quick look at that in a minute. Then there's the main event. Quite nice, isn't it? Nice and white. Doesn't feel heavy. In the bag of gubbins, you get one of those concertina style hoses. It's already got the Halve Roberts adapter on it. And also in the bag, there is a set of other adapters. There'll be a Boston valve on here. There's one for balls and pumps there. Toys, balls, inflatable mattresses. There's the Boston valve. You get the idea. A C2C USB cable. And then there's a spare set of gaskets. Nice. On the unit itself, you've got a plus and minus, so that's for increasing your pressure. That'll be to switch between PSI and bar, that kind of thing. And then you've got your on-off. Press and hold, and the screen comes on. Now in this light, that might not show up. That's the only thing I sometimes find with these. Sometimes they're a little bit dim in bright light. Currently set on PSI. I can cycle through to low, high. Right, okay, so you've got auto, which is auto shut off, low pressure and high pressure, so that you can actually switch it off when you want. But I'm going to leave this on auto for what I'm doing today. USB-C charging port just there, with a waterproof gasket by the look of it. And then you've got unmarked inflate and outflate ports. That one's usually the inflate, but they aren't actually marked. Oh, yes they are, I tell a lie, it's very faint. It's on the top here, and I was right, inflate and deflate. So I've got a boat with me. It's got a drop stitch floor. Let's get it inflated. So I was just looking at the settings on this. What I've noticed is it will go all the way down to 0.5 psi, so this should be good for inflating a packraft. So you can inflate at low pressure as well as high, which is quite good. I'm going to set this on 1.4 for the tubes because they're quite low pressure tubes on this, but the floor I think is 6, so we'll get this sorted out. In terms of low pressure noise, that's not too bad. So I just want to make sure this does stop automatically. There we go, done. That was pretty quick. I do actually like the fact that this will inflate to a relatively low pressure and automatically cut off. The Pulso Pro doesn't do that, so that's a win for this one. I'll just tuck that in while it's inflating. Pretty quick. Done. Right, inflate this one to 8 psi. That's going to give it a bit more of a workout, isn't it? Just make sure I've got that valve set right. Won't be able to see this, I doubt, but I'm just going to change this now up to 7. You can press your finger on it and it'll just keep going. So that's It's a warm day. I'm just going to go to... No, we'll go to 8. It's fine. And done. Not bad. I'll put how long that took on the screen, because I will have sped that up, because I'm good like that. Yeah, all done. That's a 2-man craft, so that is a big drop stitch chamber in there, but that was pretty quick. That was quite impressive. Yeah, not bad. Let's see what it's like with a Packraft. Right, I've put the Boston valve on and I'm inflating this to 1 psi. So that was pretty quick too for a Packraft, because that's a lot of air in that chamber. So it's a quick look on here. That hasn't had any impact on the battery life. I do have another inflatable floor for that Aqua Marina Halve, a spare. So what I'll do is I'll inflate that as well to 8 psi. It's dead easy to set this, which is good. In terms of these valves, what you have to do is the Halve Roberts is the core. And what you do is you pop that into this big one, lock it in, and then you put whichever valve you want on top of that and lock that in through these little nipples here, these little toggle locks. I don't know what to call them, to be honest with you. So we want Halve Roberts anyway. And I've noticed that 1 bar has gone on the battery. So that's what I've inflated with 1 bar on the battery. So that's 2 high pressure chambers at 8 psi. So that's like the equivalent of a 16 psi board. And that's longer than a standard paddleboard, so probably a bit more than that. Packraft at 1 psi, and then 2 side tubes on the Aqua Marina Halve at call it 1.5 psi. So yeah, it's going to have some oomph to it. I wouldn't like to say exactly how many drop stitch chambers it would inflate, but you'd probably get about 3 to 4 paddleboard inflations at a guess. Nice. Quite impressed with that. What I think would be an interesting test would be to compare this with the Pulso Pro, and just to see, because we've got 2 drop stitch chambers, we can see which one is the fastest. Interesting little test, right? So I've totally deflated both of these using one of the pumps just to get all the air out, so they're both starting from scratch. Go. In terms of volume levels, they both actually sound about the same to me. Yeah, the little Pulso Pro looks like it's going to win. Finished. So it wasn't a lot in it, probably about 10 seconds or something along those lines. But if you're inflating quite a few boards, probably quite useful to know. So yeah, the little Pulso Pro is faster, but that's why it's the more expensive of the two, and this one's a little bit more budget friendly. Bit of a winner really. So just to wrap this up, if you're looking for a budget friendly inflatable kayak SUP pump, that might be your better option. If you're looking for one that's got a bit more lightweight and a bit more portability and a little bit faster, then that one might be your option. But yeah, thanks to Airbank for sending me this out to give it a go. I will be out and about again with it at some point in the future, no doubt. Alright, thanks for watching, you take care. Cheerio.